All right, I am live. So this is my Edit a Chapter Live challenge. I rolled this on my monthly writing tabletop game board. So I'm going to do the major part of my editing, which is the sky. I'm going to go through all of my words in one chapter, live right here. So the first, getting hair caught in my glasses. So let me share my screen. There we go. I can make that bigger. I can make that bigger. Okay. I'm on cycle 11, book 11 in my series. So as you can see, I have read up here. I keep track of where I am in all of this. So I'm going to put, since we're only doing chapter 1, oops. We start with the word that. We're not going to eliminate every issue of that, but we're going to look at each one. So make this a little bigger for me. I'm blind. There we go. That one's good. That's good. Please feel free to ask me questions about words or editing or anything. Come edit live with me. I need some background noise.
E-fax versus a fax. With e-fax, there's no hardware to buy. So you can fax from anywhere.
Next is as. So was and as I'm going to look at now. There's one. So I just changed a passive construction was threatening to threatened, much more active. It's still a 2B word. I like it better. It's right? Embarrass, but became bit, bar. I like alliteration. Getting some of these. Notice I didn't get all of them, but I nixed a few. Now we're on to were, which is a 2B verb, and it's just weak. It's a weak verb. So And I only had one. And it was fine. Get rid of that one. Don't usually have a lot of those. Mm. Okay. Fro. Fro means from, but it also catches any misspellings of for, so that's why I put it in that way. You notice a lot of these words like vary in frequency. We're going to use that as, was, from, much more than we're going to use moment or glance or any of those things. So stop her from pacing, stop her pacing. I'll mix it. When I read it to my mom out loud, I'll see if it sounds funny. Really? That's it? Oh, okay. Usually there's a lot more of those. This is just one chapter though. Could is for the coulds, the woulds, the shoulds. It also shows me how often shoulder shows up, which I use a lot in romance. So I'm okay with them all. I like that better. These ones should go right real fast. I don't use them very often. No. This one will stand for somehow and something. I want to eliminate both of them because they are vague words. And just some. Purposely vague there. I like that better. Less words, generally better. I like to mix things. Weird. I don't tend to like there. There is often for the there was situation, which is a passive construction. So I don't use that one often. This is a big one. Usually you don't want to say feel. You want to just share the feeling. So I like to eliminate those. I actually quite like that. So, okay, something I wouldn't have thought of without doing this. And its partner felt. I like to overuse, oh my gosh, similes. Trying to say metaphor, that's not what it is. I tend to like to use similes too much, so that's why like it's also on my list. I talk with my hands because I'm Italian descent, I should say. Another telling word. Look. I think this one can be better. I eliminated a word. I like it. It could change this to averting his gaze in shame. But I kind of looking way better. It's not a definitive art or a science. Another telling word. That one's okay. I find that I use finger a lot. It's not something if you don't use a lot, have to eliminate. It's just something I noticed that it happens a lot. So yeah, I didn't think it would on the first one. Usually during the sexy scenes that happens. Taste is another telling word. You can just tell me what it tastes like. Yeah, I didn't think I'd have it either. And one more on this big list. Don't need that one. Okay, so got my word list done. This guy. I've got this one specifically for this series because, which is on the back of one of my business cards. I notice things that repeat in each one of them. I want to be sure aren't there anymore. So let's look at this one. It's confusing to use shift with the shifter story when they're not shifting. This one I use a lot too for stock action, like smiling is. So I try to eliminate it when I can. one, again, happens a bit more during the sexy bits, but it can happen other places like bleeding. Okay, with that one. Let's do that. Google Docs, by the way, does not like highlighting things fully when you double click them like on Word. Oh, shit. And the last one I'm going to do for this one is hand. All right, that is it. That did not take me very long. It took me about 20 minutes to go through one chapter with all of my words. Now, usually when I do this, I will go through a chapter at a time for big book, but for my cycle, I will just go through the cycle because it's only 15,000 words. So I will just go through each chapter with each one of those words once. And so I'm going to go from chapter 2 on after this to chapter, I think it's 16 or 17 in this one. And then after I'm done, I will read it out loud to my mom. So I read it to myself first, do my words, read it to my mom, and then I give it to my betas, and then I read it again, and then I send it out for a proof copy in which I will do my final proof to make sure everything sounds right, read it all together, yada yada. That's my editing process. So there we go. And there is my challenge. You can go away. I don't know what you're doing over there, but all right. That's it, guys. Got a little nervous being here live doing this, but as you see, I eliminated some words. I didn't get near as many as popped up, and that's fine. It's just to bring attention to how many times you use words repetitively like that. So I hope this was helpful. If you have questions about the editing process or what editors look like, what the difference between, or look for, what editors look for, not what they look like, because this is what I look like, but what they look for, and how to go about copy editing, line editing, proofreading, and then those types of things, please ask them in the questions below. I would be more than happy to answer any questions you have about the editing process or the industry or any of those things. So how many more times can I say thanks? Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you next time. Bye.